Hello and welcome back, guys. So today we will do a cupcake. We will make a mock-up of the cupcake. So let's start. But before that, let me tell you all that the link to download all the mock-ups that we have done so far will be given in the description below. So check it out. And now let's start. First, take the paint tool as usual, and then the frosting, the cream on the top of the cupcake, we'll select that. Now roughly take the points. Then take the add anchor point tool, and then the curves that we have missed, we could not do it very finely or minutely. Select those very finely, okay? Now see the way I am doing. Every curve, I'm touching every curve and making sure that the cream, the lining is filled with it. Now as you can see, I am curving and adding tons of anchor point tool and making sure that it looks very fine. Then again we'll take the paint tool and we'll take the cover paper of the cupcake or the wrapper. As you can see, very roughly, I'm doing it very roughly. Then again add anchor point tool and complete it. Fine tuning you have to give it to it. After we have placed them properly, now we will take a pattern on the paper. For that, just draw a rectangle. Then just change the color just so we can understand it. Then before we have selected those two parts, and just make sure to group them and name them object ID just so there aren't too many layers to confuse you. And then click on the layer of the rectangle and convert it to smart object. Now then select the wrap option, then make it arch. Then curve the rectangle a little bit downwards and then press right. Then again right click and take distort. Select the option distort and adjust the points a little bit from the below. Then from object ID we'll get the selection of the paper. Okay, so from there just make sure the object is placed in the right place. For my case, I had to uplift it. Then clicking on the selection, just take the option mask. You know how to do the mask. Then again take a solid color layer for the frosting part, selecting it from the object ID. Then change the color just so it is visible for you and doesn't get camouflaged with the background. Then place another rectangle on top of the stick to bring the cards or that happy birthday writing. Now we have already taken a pattern there. Just drag and drop it here in the smart object. Then switch off the layer below just so only the text is available. Then when you right click on the top, you'll see that the picture is updated. Then again for the wrapper part, we have already taken a pattern. We will drag it and drop it here. Then we'll adjust it according to the smart object, and for copying it press Ctrl J, then save. Then the moment you go to the home page, you'll see that all the smart object has been updated. And then again select the selection of the wrapper part and then press Ctrl J and make 3 copies of it. Make sure you do it from the background layer. Then name them as light, midtone and shadow. Then for the shadow, go for mid-tone. For the shadow, go for linear burn. For mid-tone, it will be linear dose add, and then go to adjust levels and adjust it according to your preferences, how it looks good on your screen. Then again go to the layer of light, and then take screen, select screen for it, and then again in the same way levels and adjustments, and adjust it. Then group these 3 layers and name them FX. In the similar way, do the cream or the frosting part, 3 copies, as pressing Ctrl J, light, midtone and shadow. In similar way, just the similar way. For shadow, it will go linear burn. For midtone, it will be linear dodge add. And for light, it will be screen. But before that, make sure you adjust the levels in midtone and in light, because in those 2 layers, it is just in the extreme light. So you have to adjust it according to your preference, just so it looks more realistic. You can follow the procedure on the screen also. So as you can see, now it's giving the vibe, the effect that we wanted. Now press OK. Now you can change the color according to your preference. Whatever flavor of frosting you want or whatever color you want, that's up to you. You're free to do it. I'll take this pink. Then again, name these 3 layers of light, midtone and shadow, and name them as FX. And here for the stick, we will give it a golden texture. Okay, we have shown this in our previous video, and this time we will do it again. You can just bring that layer and place it on top of the smart object, and then create clipping mask. Okay, so you will see, and then you can go to the adjustment levels, and then you can just adjust the different lines here. So as you can see, it's making it look more realistic and prettier actually. So the effect is really nice. The moment you are satisfied, you can stop. Then press OK. We will adjust this stick a little bit, just so it seems that okay, the stick is actually connected to the message. Now we will rename these some layers for your benefit. Actually, you can name them as you want, but for the people who download our videos or mockups from our Patreon family or from through the links, for you, so that it is very easier for you to edit later, we will name this according to your preference. Like the first layer of this frosting will be place your color, place your design accordingly. You can just do it. For the wrapper, you will place your design. For the party popper, you will place your design, and for the solid layer of the cream, you can just select your color. And then make this highlighted with the red color, the layers. And thank you so much for watching till now. Hope you have a great weekend.